Ooh, sound decoders. We've held off for a long time on the all-in-one sound decoders. The sound, motor, and functions all on one board. You may or may not be aware that there was a lawsuit going on. We chose not to be involved in legal actions. I think it's a better use of our time and effort and money to build new product. So we continued building new things, not in the sound arena, until that issue was cleared up. That issue has been cleared up to our satisfaction. And this year we have begun releasing the decoders with everything all on the same board. Previously, this particular series, the SDH 164 K1A, B, and C, were a combo decoder, where you would buy a base decoder and then a plug-in for the functions. We don't have to do that anymore. It's all in one. The price has gone down since we can build it on one board and we don't have all that added expense. So, SDH. No, I'll tell you about the NScale ones in a minute. I was typing this really late last night after I had been out. No, we cannot blame Scott. I did this myself.
We can still blame Scott.
We can still blame Scott. Should we blame Scott? Who wants to vote? Should we blame Scott?
It was a boo-boo from boo-boo. Boo-boo-boo. Alcohol.
It was alcohol, right. It was alcohol involved. Sweet liquor. Okay, just to ignore that. SDH 164K1A.
You got it right at the top.
I got it right at the top. Yeah, that's right, okay. I was thinking about the NScale.
It's really nodded off halfway down the slide.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so that's for the AC4400. The B version is for the ST38-2. The C version is for the F40PH. This is the same series that you've seen before, only now it's all in one and it's none of the combo business. $59.95 MSRP, plug-and-play sound, motor, and function decoders, and the diesel sounds are built in. The diesel sounds that basically go with these locomotives are built into those. Now, just like all of our other sound decoders, you can download sounds off the internet. You can make your own sound projects. You can put any sound you want to in these decoders. But they do come equipped with a sound that will at least give you some sound of some sort when you plug it in and start playing with it. Okay? Any questions on those? And these are for the Kato locomotives that they built that have the sound chamber in the bottom, underneath where the trucks are. Yeah, thank you.
Are you going to release more sound projects in the future?
Are we going to release more sound projects in the future? Absolutely.
Any timeline on that?
AJ, any timeline on that?
Well, actually, we're releasing quite a lot of stuff. A lot of the new releases have upgraded projects. They've actually had improved SDFs, so there's a lot more detail, whatever. We have, I think we've got about 25 or 30 projects right now. We're probably going to double that next year, at least. In my guess.
Sign here.
What else do you want to do? No, there's a lot of improvements coming along. So I guess Boo Boo needs to put them on the website, but there's a bunch of projects that are in later releases that are improved versions of these that will be there as well. So you probably have fun to download those existing decoders. They actually sound hot there. So it's one of those things is you've got a good basic decoder and yeah, you can super detail any level of sound. You can substitute whatever you want. The latest projects come with like 4 or 5 forms, variation of things. So yeah, they're a little cleaned up, but we've got so much stuff going on, and we're trying to catch up after 2 years or so hiatus. Our development slowed down in the 2 years from the moves from Atlanta. There's a lot of stuff that we worked on for the production side more so than just new products. So that's my excuse, but the bottom line is a lot of stuff coming. She'll show you more.
Yes.
You're going to have a N-scale sound?
Are we going to have in-scale sound?
Show you.
Let me show you. Okay, I'm going to finish the HO, okay? And the in-scale sound will work in HO too. So. SDH164D, this is sort of the multi-purpose HO sound decoder. It is a wired decoder that can be fit into just about anything that you need to fit it into.
It's exactly the same form factor as a DH163 or a DH123. It'll plug in on the 9-pin side exactly the same. It has on the other side a connector for the speakers. So it's an upgrade if you wish.
Okay, and it's $49.95. That's pretty reasonable for a sound decoder. It does come with this speaker that's shown here and the capacitor. So it's ready to go, wire it in. It comes with a generic steam sound, a generic diesel sound. Now that may not be very satisfying to you if you want to have it sound exactly like the locomotive you're putting it into. So this is where the downloadable sound really becomes important. To do the downloadable sound, you will need a PR3, which is our sound programmer, or you can get your local dealer to do some sound downloads for you. There are dealers that are starting to do that. And you put whatever sound you want from our website, or again, if you have recordings of your own that you want to super detail, you can do that and put it into your specific locomotive. Additional questions? SDN. This is for real. I'm not kidding. In scale sound. We were ready to release this decoder the weekend in 2005, the weekend the lawsuit was filed. We announced it at the N-Scale National Convention at the breakfast that morning. And the next week, we pulled it back. So, here it is, finally, in all of its glory, if you will. SDN 144K0A, $69.95. Sound, motor, and function decoder for the Kato N-Scale E8, PA, P42, and F40. This is one that has a new sound scheme in it. It is selectable, an E8 or an F40. We figure everybody's going to put this in a diesel, so why put a steam scheme in it? So it's selectable. You can choose which of those schemes the decoder will put out.
That's a dual scheme. It has improved E8 and improved F40. Both of them came from real recording we made. We improved the SDFs and made it a project, added more horns. And that one there, that particular project, Google will put on the sound decoder, and that'll can be loaded into the SDH 164, everything else we have. So it's a dual scheme, takes a longer load, you can use either one. And we have many more coming. All of our current schemes will be upgraded, and we'll add a whole bunch more.
There are replacement frames for this. Those of you who do in-scale modeling are aware of the replacement frames that are available from Aztec Manufacturing. He is working on those frames. You can send him your frame, he can mill it for you, and then send you another frame. So that makes it easy to install the speaker. The primary modification to the frame on this one is for the speaker compartment in the back.
Yeah, Aztec has done, this frame here has a 13 millimeter standard speaker, factory speaker in it, in the rear. This is the E8 frame. P42s actually, we ended up putting in a diesel tank, and that works very well. The F3 has been done with a diesel tank, I believe, and he also did the PA, I believe it is. Yeah, so the F40 I haven't checked out, but there's a whole bunch of frames. If you're not comfortable drilling the holes out and making it all happen, that's pretty convenient. So Aztec, or get out the drilling tool and dig away. So it takes a bit of work, but there's a choice now.
Any questions on this one? And the latest release in scale sound is the SDN 144K1E. It is for the SD40-2 and some other locomotives that got listed up there that I think AJ didn't say we didn't list yet.
Okay, that one there actually is, that one's actually a C44-9, Kato C44-9 with a, that's not the factory speaker, but that's a 18 by 10 round square oblong speaker in the back. The actual preferred installation, the one I did first, was actually in a SD40-2, and we machined into the bottom of a diesel tank, and we have it at the show. I think John's already done that as well, but Aztec. So it goes in about where the motor clips are, just go down below the motor clips and down the side. So that's a really nice installation. It's very simple. It works really well. Of course, there's nerve-wracking machining those frames. So if you get John to do it, it's a lot easier. That works very nicely. So that decoder drops in 4 or 5 locomotives. Each one's a little bit different instruction sheet. You've probably seen these been on the market for about 3 or 4 weeks.
That one's on instruction.
Yes, okay. So this one is not the 40-2.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just took it from the notes that you gave me. think this is the last one.
Is that all we got?
Oh, no, it's not the last one. Oh, this one's applicable to everybody here. Oh, my goodness. SDN144PS. This is a sound decoder. It's very small. It fits in scale, but it's 1 amp. So guess what? It's an HO2. And it's got the...
Narrow gauge.
Narrow gauge, yeah. And it's got the little plug for the locomotives that use that. So it's very easy to install. It's very inexpensive, $49.95. And it does have the generic steam and diesel again because it's more of a generic style decoder. It can go in a lot of different things. And again, the download is available, so you can download and put the sounds for your locomotive in the decoder. What more can I say?
Is there a capacitor on that?
Is there a capacitor on that?
Yeah, the cap wires are out here, the black and the blue go out.
It just doesn't show.
It's just not showing the capacitor.
And you run without the capacitor, but you become more sensitive to power interruptions from dirty tracking. And of course, in scale, it's really tough. I mean, it's a frightening prospect to get them little cabs. You've already lost the main whole that you're in. So it's a challenge. You run without it as long as your track is clean and your pickup's in good condition.
Okay, in the back?
How many lighting functions do these SDN 144s have? Do they have
4.
Beautiful, thank you.
4. The 1 in our nomenclature means 1 amp or 2 amp or 3 amp. The 4, the next digit is how many functions. And then the final digit is the series number. That's not the series number?
It's 4 megabits.
It's 4 megabits. Oh, that's easy. He keeps changing the sound. Anyway, 1.4 means 1 amp.